Hey there, NPCs. Welcome to our actual play of Shadowrun 6th World, Emerald Glitch. I'm Bob, your GM, and tonight we continue with part 3 of the charity auction. So previously on Emerald Glitch, we had some recon of a character most of the team had met before. That was one of the registered attendees for the auction, Janet Rhaegar, whose real name, as far as you guys know, is Zoe Leland. She is Professor Redstone's ex-wife. Apparently, there are 4 other dwarves who are hanging out with her, and you guys have met some or all of these dwarves before during the Stuffer Shack loss prevention episode. One of them does have a brand used cyber arm. So there was a recon of their apartment building. The building apparently is owned by Janet Rhaegar, who is listed as a corporate security consultant, which is the usual shadow speak for either Shadowrunner or Johnson. Let's see. So you guys kind of ran them out, or they bolted when I spent some of Ava's edge to force a glitch for our Decker to cause some trouble. And they tracked you to where the van was at that time, which you guys had long since left. Then you tracked them to the Bellevue Hilton, which apparently has a not a terribly strong ward, but the entire structure is, like, the entire hotel itself is warded. Mm. So Curie left a bunch of Force 1 spirits around to monitor the area. Basically monitor your exits and monitor their van. And so I think we'll pick up...
That was really smart. Whoever thought of that. Just saying.
Who thought of that?
Smart. It was me. I'm really smart.
Not humble brag. So you guys rejoined, or Curie, you rejoined the rest of the group at Slick's van at about 1:30 in the morning on Tuesday. So we're going to assume at this point that you guys sort of broke up and went home. Or if you guys really want to all crash in this van, we can do that too. But we'll assume you guys have had some shut-eye. And it's probably around 10 o'clock or so.
I think our goal was to go to the museum and swap out the decoy manuscript that we got with the real one. Before... Go watch the episode.
Yes, so let's talk about that as well, because I did forget to mention that. In the apartment from where Janet Rhaegar bolted, you guys found it was actually pretty well hidden, and only because of Violet's adept power did you guys find a copy of Landnama book. Except you guys pieced together that it was a 13th century copy. So it is a newer copy than the one you're looking for.
So the plan was to go to the museum because this other team is after the same thing we are, swap it out so we have the real one, and secure it, and then go to the auction and see who's bidding on it besides these stupid runners.
All right, so you guys all sort of meet up again we'll say that Slick picks you all up again. Probably 10 or 11 o'clock.
I never left Slick. It's not as fun without him here, but I stayed in the van with him. I don't go home until the job's done.
I honestly would have stayed as well because I have the spirits active to be on a lookout, and I was on a cadence to go.
Oh no, this is just creepy, he says.
I don't care. I keep passing out every 30 minutes, then waking up every 30 minutes saying, is there anything new? No. And then going back, passing out for 30 minutes.
It's the same question. You woke me up that time.
I don't care.
So do Nova and Violet stay in the van too, or?
Nova definitely goes and works a shift and then comes back.
Violet feels like she can't leave Slick alone with these two. But she's going to play it off as a slumber party.
Oh God!
So she'll go find some donuts and some blankets, and we'll have slumber party in the van. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh God! Who is Ava causing more chaos with 1,000 bits?
Oh no, she's not, is she? Damn it, Ava! You too can give benefits to the player of your choice by donating channel points or bits or subscriptions, and getting bonus entries to win tonight's giveaway. But I will be disappointed in you if you do it for Bob.
Yes, because Bob has already accumulated enough
to hurt us real bad.
Largely due to Ava to hurt them real bad. So you guys gather back. We'll say you're back in the same parking space. We'll say at 10, 11 o'clock Tuesday morning, you have to park a little higher up in the parking garage. Because by then, a bunch of the spots have been taken. You're back at the museum. Has anyone taken damage?
I hope not.
I don't think so.
No.
Has what's his face newbie? Slick. I almost called him Itch.
And I'm not a newbie.
Has he done his homework on what is security like? Can we shut down the cameras or loop them? Can we what's the best time of day to get in? Blah blah blah. What's the best route to take and all of that? Decker crap.
Oh, Carrie. Yeah, so he tells you. He knew before that there was some guards there. A total of 8 guards per shift, running 3 shifts. Yep. The Matrix security it's not hideous, but it's relatively secure. And so it probably doesn't want to go too deep in the host for too long until we're ready to do something. But once he gets in the host, he can disable cameras, loop cameras, and so forth. There are signs that there is a spider assigned to the host.
Okay.
He said that when he was inside before, the spider wasn't on duty at the time. But there are records that the spider can be called up pretty quickly.
Okay.
But of course, the The host gives no information about magical security.
Wait, say that again?
The host gives no information about magical security.
Well, yeah, no, I know that. I wouldn't expect it to.
We're parked in the museum.
No, you're parked about a block away in a parking garage.
Okay.
So there's a parking lot, an actual small parking lot that is outside. If you go to the bottom left of this map, you'll see there's a parking lot.
Oh yeah, there it says it right there in red.
Mhm.
Parking lot. There it is.
what about... Oh, go ahead.
So I know what's about to happen. So while Noir is doing Matrix security, and while Curie is sending spirits all over the creation, I'm gonna do an exterior reconnaissance on the roof.
Okay.
We're functioning as a team, guys.
I just want to clarify that there is no like process or like document or anything that states like these are our magical protocols in case like they get reviewed as a museum. There's nothing written out.
No.
What a subpar museum!
I will do my astral recon, though.
Which tells you that either there is no magical security, or probably more likely they're keeping that under wraps.
Okay.
So, do we want to do this in order? Like, I think you gave us what you wanted to for Noir. So, do we want to do what is Mr. Bell survey, and then
Yeah,
we can
let's do
come to me?
let's do Mr. Bell surveillance, and then we'll do a Curie surveillance, and then I imagine one or more of you were talking about going on the tour at some point, or maybe I'm misremembering that.
This is a tour before the auction.
Yeah,
It's a museum tour.
You still have a full day before the auction.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which is what I was going to ask, if we wanted to try and get on a museum tour to see how close we could get to switching it out while on the tour. Or at least scope out security layout, that kind of thing. Anything that we don't have access to already.
Maybe
Yeah, it seems the obvious. It seems the obvious choice for getting a look at the inside that's not through the host.
could get us some good new information. So
Yep. Okay, so Mr. Bell, I assume you're doing the normal pixelation as you exit the van.
Yeah. Because
you're alerted. You're alerted that there are some security cameras exterior.
Mm-hmm. So I would have started like late in the morning, or late in the early morning when it's like still dark around that time. And,
so you're looking more like 6 o'clock or so,
or maybe even earlier. But
okay,
I'm not like going to the door and like staring at the door, like going over here and staring at that. I just walk like almost forever in a circle, and every time I like make a round, maybe I notice something here, and so I like peek over and like casually look at it, and then I like keep doing circles like for hours, just kind of like
do it. You're just walking around the building essentially.
Basically, just doing a patrol and see if I see things like the way the back door is, security changes, but like super casual and invisible.
All right, so we'll definitely do that first because you're doing that. We'll call it 5 a.m. just to make sure you're doing it at dark.
Mm-hmm.
So you do some laps around the building. Go ahead and make a perception test.
Will do. Yes. Three. Hey, called it.
Oh,
the usual
three.
usual roll for Mr. Bell and roll 20. 3 hits. Okay, so you make a couple laps around, and you notice. So this is nominally. It's built sort of on a hill, so that on the lower level, maybe about the bottom half of the lower level is underground. So the street entrance is basically on the street, or on the sidewalk, essentially. And then the parking lot is the sort of guest services area at the parking lot is ground level. So you sort of do your round consists of a bunch of you do like a downhill section, uphill section.
Got it.
The world's worst lap to be run.
I'm just walking.
But yeah, you walk around. You notice the museum hours. They open at 10. You do notice as you walk around the street for an hour or two, like there's not much foot traffic on the street because it's still pretty early. By the time you hit about 6 or 6:30, you start getting more foot traffic as people go get their morning soy calf. And you see there are no fewer than 4 soy bucks within a block of here.
Mm. Of course. That's it.
Because it's in downtown Bellevue, and so you've got this place, and then you've got there are some fine restaurants, but there are also some office buildings that are larger. And then you recall from Curie that about 3 blocks down the street is the Bellevue Hilton.
The streets around us, 2 ways or 1 ways?
I hadn't considered that much. We'll say the. I mean, I'll go ahead and define it now, and we'll say the street in front of the street entrance is a 2-way street.
Mm-hmm.
The street on the other side where the parking lot is a 1-way street.
And where is the service entrance located?
Let's see. So there are 2 entrances that you see as you go around. Actually, yes, you see the street entrance, you see the parking lot entrance, and we'll say you see on each side, right about here, which is almost halfway up the hill, there's like a dug area with a little walkway to a door that's just flush to the wall with no door handle.
Oh.
So that'll be on each side of the building. So there's one there, and there's one over here.
And then, sorry, you said the 1-way street would be in the back.
In the back, so back here by the parking lot. And we'll say it goes from right to left.
And it also does go to those side doors, though. Does it run? It runs alongside those side doors.
This is a large enough building that we'll say there are a couple of 1-way streets on each side of. There's one on each side of the building, and we'll say it encourages clockwise traffic around the building.
Gotcha.
Except for the top, which is a 2-way street. And so you do your laps around the building, assuming you haven't messed with any of the entrances yet. You do some more laps, and starting around 5:40 or so, you start seeing people in Lone Star outfits come in, uniforms. sort of one by one for the most part. You see maybe there's a pair who come in together. It seems to you with your perception roll that this is the next shift coming in. And Slick confirms that there's a shift change at 6 a.m.
Does the daytime shift look particularly fit? Like, are they runners or are they?
They're Lone Star patrol officers, kind of that range of what you would expect with the Lone Star.
Anybody particularly loud, particularly not serious about their job?
You know, the pair that come in will say they're talking about last night's Urban Brawl game, and they're kind of loud about it.
Noted.
But it's sort of middle of the road for Lone Star officers. Like, there's nobody like that's like particularly thin with a runner's physique. There's nobody particularly large.
Trolls? Orcs?
You know, they are all human. All the people you have seen are human.
During that time, I just spend my time with my arms folded behind my back, just glaring down at them and smiling. And then when I get all that information, I take another lap.
Go and make a stealth test.
I hope 3 is enough. I am not gonna roll one.
Yeah.
I am not gonna roll a 1. I will spend 4 edge to reroll all my misses.
Yep. Yeah. So your edge had refreshed to your starting value this this morning.
Okay.
So you are re-rolling. Okay.
4, right? 4.
So 4 hits.
That's
It's good enough. You are not.
what?
Oh, let's see. That is awfully tempting, though.
No, it's too early. This isn't an important part of it.
I will. Yeah, I'll save it for later.
I'm just gonna run away anyways if you do anything.
Yeah. So one of them sort of looks, and you think for a moment that he might have seen something, but he sort of looks around, sort of vaguely looking somewhere. And playing it back in your mind, it's like somebody might have seen an insect fly by, and their heads following it, and they sort of go back to their normal conversation. But they go in, and eventually you have this you count, since you stand there with your arms folded, you do count 8 people go in Lone Star uniforms. 2 of them are wearing lieutenant bars. Actually, I guess you would really, it would be 1 lieutenant and 1 sergeant stripes. And then between 6:20 and 6:40, you see sort of one by one 8 other people come out.
8 other Lone Stars.
8 other Lone Star people come out.
Okay.
And you do notice a couple of them do take up station in this guest services area. As you're making laps around, you do see a couple of them take up station in the entrance area, between the entrance and lower court on the street entrance. And then as far as you can tell, sort of looking in, it looks like maybe every once in a while somebody walks by. But it's hard to tell with the indirect view that you have.
Skylights. Are there skylights? And where do they look down into?
So you know there's one skylight at least. You were told that the Gothic cloister has a skylight on it. It's sort of designed to be a whole lot of natural light coming in. Maybe the other cloister has one as well, but you'd have to climb up there to see. Actually, no, you wouldn't. You could, from the parking garage down the street, if you go to the top level of that, excuse me, you can sort of look down and you do see the other cloister has skylight.
I'll give a little tap on the glass.
Oh, so you're going to climb up there?
Sure. I have gecko. I have. You have wall run, and I have gecko grip tape. So
yeah, you have wall running as well. So it's not. It's not that big a deal. So you run up there, and you tap on the glass.
Just a little, just to see how thick it might be, how old and how thick.
It feels pretty sturdy. It might be old enough to be actual glass, but it's fairly thick. You think you could stand on this pretty easily and not fall in?
Do I think that an armor-piercing round could go right through it and shatter the whole thing?
Yeah, if this is glass, that might happen.
Do I think that there'd be a big body count if I did that? This is what Mr. Bell's actually thinking.
Yeah, you're quite certain that enough ruckus would be kicked up that a body count would ensue.
I chuckle, and then I walk away.
All right. So we'll join Curie on her exploit.
All right. So on this 30-minute round, when I come back to my body, seeing that.
So where are you going on these 30-minute rounds in general?
Back to the hotel to kind of support the spirits and make sure that, since they're all Force 1 and not particularly beefy, just to support them and keep an eye out for any of the other auras that I didn't assign to them, and anyone leaving the hotel. And then
I envision you as being sort of on cams in Among Us, where you flip through the cameras.
Yeah, and I'm like, nope,
of those spirits.
Nope. So, and then when I come to, when I zoom back and check in with the team, seeing that Mr. Bell is out and hopefully reporting to us on what he's doing, I'll get an astral surveillance of the museum.
Okay.
I'll do perimeter first, and then maybe at the next half hour I'll do kind of a float through.
So we'll do a perimeter test.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and do an astral test.
All right. Curie. Astral. Boop. 4 hits. Pretty good.
Very good. So I do have the sensing table open here. You do sense that that this place is also warded.
Okay.
It looks like there's a Force 6 ward surrounding the museum.
Okay. Then I will not investigate the inside on the next round, unless I am joining whoever is going on the tour, and then I can take an astral look-see from the inside.
Yeah.
No spirits patrolling the grounds?
None outside.
Okay. All right, then I'll zoom back to my body, report on that, and say, and look at Violet. Violet's with us, right?
Yeah.
And I'll say, let me know in my next round when we have tickets for a tool. And then I'll pass out again and be back soon.
Well, I'm going to go get breakfast for everybody and tickets for a museum tour.
Okay. You have no trouble doing that. The biggest trouble is, no. By the time you get around to going for breakfast, it's probably 9:30 because you're looking to do that with the tickets. You've missed the rush hour coffee traffic.
Good.
all the suits have gone. And you hit the coffee shop at what appears to be a lull in what must be their normal day.
And since
So you get. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, since it was a big order, or bigger than most of the other folks are placing, that I would be sure to be super nice and super southern about it.
Okay.
Since they were dealing with suits all morning.
They're very happy to deal with someone who is not a suit. Even if it's a big order with extra baked goods. And we'll say you. So you take that. You take the breakfast back to the van, and then you can buy tickets on the Matrix.
I think I could handle that.
And so the tickets are cheap enough that we'll call that part of the lifestyle cost.
Cool.
So you have tickets for the we'll say the second tour that starts at 10:30.
Okay. So whenever Curie wakes up again, I'll let her know that. And I got enough tickets for everybody, so if everyone wanted to go, they could. And if we have extra tickets, I'll give them away at the door.
You're so nice. Such a nice criminal.
Well, somebody has to be.
All right, so
you gotta pass out the tickets, and Slick says, "No thanks."
Well, I didn't know if there was some sort of digital tour that went along with the ticket, so I went ahead and got it anyway.
Nah, I'm not gonna go on the tour. You can give that one away.
Well, okay then.
Yeah, so we'll say it's getting close to 10:30, so anybody who wants to go on the tour can go on the tour.
okay, I'll go. Take a break from my spirit patrols.
Okay.
I'm on the roof still. You call me about it. And Murder Bell says, "Oh, Lord, no. I think it's best I just remain the wild card. You all enjoy. Take some pictures."
Did you call yourself Murder Bell?
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that. It's like Taco Bell, but for
For murder.
get your drive-through assassin right here.
Mm-hmm.
Taco Bell kind of is murder, though.
Full in murder, but
So so is Nova gonna go?
Yeah, I'll go on the tour.
Okay. So the three of you go on the tour. And it says to meet in the lower court. And so you step in, you have tickets and everything. And there is a There's a tour guide there who takes you around through this north gallery and sort of a circuit down the lower level.
What did they say though? Like, what does this tour sound like?
It sounds like every museum tour you've ever seen. They're pointing at each individual art piece. They're saying basically this is the collection from this area, this time period. But yeah, you get a sense. I mean, this is that person's job. They know at least all the basic descriptions of things. And they have, it's kind of that. It's almost a Mr. Bell like blank stare. You get the sense your tour guide has guided hundreds of tours prior to yours. And have seen the same art collection hundreds of times. The smile is not as creepy as Mr. Bell's, but there is a little bit of fakeness behind it that definitely Violet notices.
That's that real jaded corporate jaded.
Yep.
As we walk into each of the rooms, I'll kind of put a hand on Violet so that if the group moves, I'm not walking into things. But I'm going to switch my eyes to astral vision and take a look around as we enter each room.
Okay. So Nova and Violet, you can roll perception tests, and Curie, you can roll an astral test.
Okay.
Three.
Or
I don't accept that too. I'm gonna just re-roll on my failures.
okay.
I'll spend 2 edge to turn a 4 into a 5.
Okay.
How many dice do I roll for?
So you can do the little plus sign.
7.
That's reroll misses.
Oh, where's that?
On your roll, where it says rerolls, there's a little plus sign to the far left.
Ah.
What does the +4s thing do?
That's the bump. It bumps 4s to 5s, and then I think it asks you how many 4s you're going to bump.
Neato.
Oh.
Man, Chuz has thought of everything.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Alright, so that gives me a 4.
Okay. So you guys all have 4s. Okay. So we'll start with Curie. You definitely see, as you're sort of looking around this level, you do see one spirit of air pass by in the astral. It is 4-6. And it looks like it's on a standard patrol.
Okay. So
It kind of looks at you because you're astrally active, and then it seems satisfied that you're not causing any ruckus and goes about its patrol.
Cool. So, at like normal patrol, does that mean like if it's doing a round from what I can tell of the and that it'll take 10 minutes to do a full round, or like what is that?
You think maybe in the area of 5 to 10 minutes, but it's hard to tell without actually waiting for the spirit to come back or trying to follow it.
Okay, I don't want to follow it, but since I'm checking kind of room to room, I should be able by the end of the tour, hopefully, to get a sense of.
Yeah. So by the time you finish this level, you've seen a 4-6 air spirit 3 times.
Okay. And do I get the sense that it's the same one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Cool. So kind of knowing that timeline a little bit. I maybe even at the end, just to make sure, what I'll do is be like, let's go to the gift shop, and like that way they can spend some time in the gift shop while I keep an eye and see how long it takes.
Yeah, so you finish your tour. It's a full tour of the downstairs and then upstairs. The whole thing takes about an hour, and it quite naturally ends at the gift shop because they want you to buy stuff.
Of course.
You have seen a 4/6 Spirit of Air 3 times downstairs, and you've seen a 4/6 Spirit of Air 3 times upstairs. And with your 4 hits on Astral, you think they are different spirits.
Okay.
So ostensibly, one is stationed downstairs, one is stationed upstairs.
Right, and then the one, because our objective is upstairs, right?
Well, yeah, the auction is going to take place in the Gothic Cloister.
Right. And where are they keeping the stuff in the meantime?
In the room below that's shaded.
Okay, so that is downstairs. Okay.
It's a restoration area.
All right, so how long does it take the spirit to make a round?
You think it takes about 10 minutes for the spirit to take a round.
All right, cool. So if we do have someone looking out, we could kind of give the cue then and say, like, all right, go, and that gives us 10 minutes before it comes into this room again anyway, so.
Do we get...
Go ahead.
I was going to ask if we got to see the restoration area at all as part of the tour.
It is not part of the tour. You do see at one point when you're down here, you do see someone go in there.
Okay, but there's no windows or anything to look into it. Okay.
And as you're making the tour upstairs, so this is for Nova and Violet's perception rolls. So you do see where the Gothic Cloister is. There are these doors here. And, I mean, for as much as they might be locked, they're not really that secure. You think if you have the right cover, you might be able to slip away and get in. But, I mean, there are cameras around. And you do see through them. It's basically a half door with a window. You see out onto, and they have curtains on them, but they're drawn open. It lets some of the light in from the Gothic Cloister. You do see out there. You see a few what appear to be the big round dining tables set up there with chairs. They're not covered yet, so it's basically they've set up the tables, but they haven't like thrown tablecloths over them yet. And you do see there's a lectern set up on this edge or this side. So on one side near a door, where someone might give a speech, or if there were an auction, where the auctioneer might stand.
And is that a door behind?
Yeah, there is a door behind.
Okay.
It looks fairly similar to the other doors down here. It is sort of a half door with a window and curtains sort of drawn. And you can kind of see through. You think you can see light from, you're guessing from the balcony out here.
Is there any furniture like in the other areas? Like sometimes art museums will have benches in front of paintings where you can sit and...
Yeah.
Okay. Is that furniture like bolted to the ground?
Yes. We'll say it's bolted. If somebody were serious about ripping it up, they could probably rip it up. But it is bolted. You think more to keep it in place than to secure it.
Okay, gotcha.
You do see, incidentally, over in this corner, sort of along the wall, is the alabaster statue.
With the size of it, would it be the same size as the? It was a stone hand that
Yeah,
was
so you kind of look at that
liberated.
with your 4 hits. You look at the statue. You think back to the hand, and the statue is missing a hand. And you could swear that would be a perfect match, down to the whatever cut the hand off.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
Bob, what is it with you and these severed hands?
I'm a Star Wars fan.
I got my answer.
To be fair, I have only one severed hand in this campaign.
But it keeps coming back.
Mm-hmm. There's quite a story thread going through that hand.
Yep.
So you complete your tour, and we have also completed our first hour of play. So we'll take our 9 o'clock break.
Well, what we are actually going to do, folks, we love and appreciate all of you for joining us, but we do have several of our cast that are not feeling well tonight, so we are going to actually call it early.
So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Sorry we had to cut it short, but most of our cast is under the weather tonight. So we'll pick up in 2 weeks after the one-shot show next week.
Awesome. We'll see you then. Bye, everyone.
Hi. Hey there, NPCs. Welcome to our actual play of Shadowrun 6th World, Emerald Glitch. I'm Bob, your GM, and tonight we hopefully conclude with part 4 of the charity auction. So last time on Emerald Glitch, we had sort of a shorter episode, but we had some planning take place, some surveillance take place, and I put all the details that they found out in our private chat so that our cast could make plans. So I think we have a sort of a plan that they have laid out. So far, it isn't kicked down the front door.
So far.
So we're not even Shadowrunning yet. So my understanding of this plan is that we're going to the auction. There's a little bit of a preamble because we need to get cover identity for Violet in the system, so that Violet can sneak Mr. Bell in, and then we're just going straight to the auction. I do have one additional piece of preamble that we'll deal with after I deal with the Matrix bit. So we'll get to Slick, who needs to do some hacking.
All right, let's get to work here.
All right. So the idea is that I think the idea was that you were going to put in Violet under some name that is not Violet, as the rookie Lone Star officer on the evening shift, so that she can be officially at the auction.
All right, so yes, I will be putting in Violet as the rookie Elvira Parton.
Nice.
Love it.
Not mad about that.
Listen, I get Slick goes with the vibes. And also tell me that would be the best buddy cop movie of all time. All right, sorry.
Elvira Parton and Mr. Bell.
All right, so what do I need to roll for this? It's
Okay,
cracking
so-
and logic, I believe.
So I'm going to ask you a trick question.
Oh boy.
Are you going to do this subtly, or are you busting in the front door of the Matrix?
Today's the day of the operation, so it would be absolutely reckless to do it loud. So I'm gonna do it loud.
Kicking in the front door.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
I miss Fisher.
Listen, I've got all my Batman Forever Arnold Schwarzenegger ice puns ready to go.
Words we thought would never escape Curie's lips. So I need a cracking plus logic.
Yeah.
Hacking if you have the specialization.
Ooh, I don't.
Ooh,
I'm just
look
gonna
at
roll
that.
that cracking.
And it is logic. So you do get an edge from analytical mind.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
That is a lot of 5s and 6s.
You know, I don't like to brag, but
Don't brag too hard.
You know, let's start this day off right.
No, don't do it, Bob.
Why don't you re-roll all 7 of those hits, please?
No.
why do you hate me?
Oh my goodness!
I said don't brag too hard. Okay.
You fool! Now I will brag harder. Shit! I'll be crap.
Next time on the charity auction, part 18.
That's still not
Love
bad.
it.
That's 4 is more than 0.
Thank you, Ava, for more chaos.
Yeah, 4 is not so bad.
Let's see.
You also can use edge.
Make me roll. Let's see
Stuff.
what I've rolled here. So that is this many dice. But that would be a waste of your edge.
Go!
Should we make him do it out of spite?
No.
No, I'm saving my age. I don't
That
like
could be a. Yeah.
you listen here. There's one thing you need to know about Slick. He don't edge for nobody.
Oh my gosh. So the tables have turned, and now it's the GM who's rolling 3.
Oh my.
All right, so
It's a circular table. So
the table turns, and Slick, despite my best efforts, you gain access to the host. Let's see here. However, that does mean, since you are running Baby Monitor, do you want you're going to want admin access for this.
You know I would have admin access. I ain't got user swag. I got admin swag.
Because you'll need admin swag to put someone in the security system.
Oh yeah, that's right. Elvira Pardon.
Yep. 3. So your preferred Overwatch score is 3, and you will accumulate 3 per round.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I would like you to make a willpower plus sleaze test.
Willpower plus sleaze. Where's sleaze at?
It's on your deck.
So sorry. Give me just 1 second. Yeah, here it is. Sleaze. Oh, I'm gonna roll that with willpower. Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
3, yeah.
All day, every day. It's just 3.
So now might be a time where you might want to have me re-roll some things.
Oh,
Or-
is my 3 competing with your 4?
Yes.
Oh, I don't like when you have bigger numbers to me. I would like to use one of my edge to make that not a thing that happens. Can I use my edge to turn one of your? I don't. Oh, that would tie us. Oh, but I'm the.
You make him re-roll his successes.
Okay, then yeah, re-roll your successes, please.
So you can make me re-roll 1 success per edge that you spend.
Oh,
or 4 edge for all, right?
Yeah, it's 4 edge for all, both because it's 4 edge for all and because I have 4 successes.
All right, I'm gonna
Oh.
use.
Sure.
I'm gonna use 2 edges.
2 edge, all right.
Yeah,
Gambling man.
winner, chicken dinner.
All right, so I have 2 successes plus what I roll. 3.
Yes, we tied. I think I win that, right?
Yes. No, tie goes to the acting character, the host at this point.
Oh, I thought I was the acting character. All right.
So you can, you know what? Since that wasn't clear, if you want to spend another edge, I'll reroll another die.
Yeah, I'd like to spend another edge.
Okay.
I was going for the tie.
There you go.
For the tie.
That's right, because this was the host's perception, the patrol ice searching for you,
Okay.
searching for whoever busted down the front door.
I mean, who would do such a thing? That's fun.
And yeah, who would do such a thing? And you sort of sense in their matrixy mind, this patrol ice is asking itself, who would do such a thing? So that brings us to you kind of know the way to where the security system is, because you pulled down the roster of the security force before.
Yep.
So I will ask you to make this will be an edit file action.
Ooh, okay.
Which is electronics plus logic.
Okay.
And you'll get an edge for that, for analytical mind.
Yeah, 3 again.
Holy hell.
Blurb. I've only got 3 edges, y'all. There's nothing I can do.
What is this roll for, Bob?
So he's trying to edit the security roster.
Okay.
So this is something. I'll be straightforward with you. This is something you can kind of afford to fail at the moment. You just have to try it again.
Okay. Oh, and I have to worry about the Overwatch. Okay. No, I see how this works. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, you'll still get the Overwatch. So there's your current Overwatch 13.
Oh boy.
Or if you like, we do have a bunch of people here who sounded like they were ready to pipe in some edge for you.
Yeah, I'm willing to donate.
I will let you do that.
Edge to give him one.
Yep.
You
get.
Oh, okay. So what? Oh, so you're offering me edge? I'll take any edge at all.
I give him 2 to give him 1.
Yep. So you get 1 edge.
Okay.
Plus the edge you got from your analytical mind.
So that should be enough to make you reroll all of them. That's 4.
Do you have? So you had 2 left before that. Okay. Yeah. So you wipe that clean, and I'll reroll myself.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Value.
That's value there. Okay. So I stand corrected here. The Overwatch score is back down to 6.
Woo! Thank you so much. You're a real one, Nova.
And I will ask you to make, as I make a matrix perception test, I will ask you to make another willpower plus sleaze test.
I'm going to need you to stop rolling more than 3 because you know I can't roll higher than 3.
Yeah, and you're wasting the tables of good rolls, Bob.
Good God! I rolled a 2. That's 1 less than 3. I'll get him.
Well, it balances out because I rolled 1 more than 3.
Ooh, if anyone's able to donate edge to him, he can turn a 4 into a 5.
But he needs 3 more hits.
3 more. Never mind.
Yeah.
Whoop. I can't math. I'm not good at that. I work in a stuffer shack. I don't.
So the patrol light sort of looks over at you, and you feel the matrix spotlight on you. And you sense some alarm bells going off. Your primary task here is complete, unless you really want to stick around and do something more.
I would like to do something stupid, please.
All right.
Listen, sometimes blessings come in weird ways, and I've got a lot of attention on me. I would like to make them think that I'm that other group that's trying to get what we're getting.
Okay.
Like, oh no, I've been caught. My name is Joseph. Like, you know, that kind of deal.
Good idea.
So I will ask you for. I think this will be a. Probably be a spoof. This will almost be certainly be a spoof command. So this will be another hacking plus logic.
Okay, hacking plus logic. Here we go, y'all. Believe in the heart of the cards. That's what's up.
And you get an edge for that.
We out here. That's yes.
Okay.
Nice.
And now I'm gonna attack you.
Oh,
because you're doing that while it's loading some ice. So I'm gonna need for you to make a matrix defense test.
okay. Let's see. How do I?
Ooh.
All right, you gotta calm down. All right. So what do I defend with? Oh, do I roll my defense rating?
There should be a matrix defense button on your matrix. I think on your matrix tab.
I think this is it. We gonna find out. I don't think I did it right.
No. So there should be a. Let me make sure. I'm gonna pull up another matrix characters sheet so I don't interfere with you.
I've got attack, sleaze, data proc, and firewall.
All right, so I don't see it there.
I mean, I'll gladly take that 15.
That's not an actual roll, though.
I know. I was just hoping you would know.
So this will be your defense will be data processing plus firewall.
Oh, okay. I hope that's good. Lord, let it be good. Firewall. All right. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, what's up? I'm in the Matrix, swollen to the MF.
Let's see here. I'm going to.
By the way, y'all hear Slick saying all this if you're in the game.
I have a NERPs to spend. I'm going to spend it.
Oh, that sounds like it's going to be bad for me.
I get 3 extra dice.
How many things do you have, Bob? You should use them all.
Are you trying to get an empty clip on me? So you're
I'm working on it. So you are hit. Unless you'd like to spend edge on something.
Oh, yeah, I got edge. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see what's going on here. 1 success. All right, so you rolled 7 to hit me. I rolled 8 for defense.
And I rolled 1 more, so I'm 8 on 8.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to use I have 2 edge now. I'm going to use one of them to make you re-roll your success.
You're going to spend 1 edge to make me re-roll 1 die?
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, don't. Yes, that's what's up. We're going to Vegas.
Okay, so this sort of this ice program that you see in the host, you recognize it immediately as a tar baby ice. Mm-hmm. It's this sort of it looks like a tar pit that is sort of oozing toward you, and it sweeps out at you, and you just barely evade it.
I think under the visor, Slick is just gonna go, I wish y'all could see how cool I'm being right now.
so you think you have successfully spoofed that that data trail. Would you like to stay for more?
Yes, Bob, this one last thing I have to do. You know what
let me
it
see
is.
here. Yeah, I know what it is. I have a, let's see. So
What do I have to
12.
roll to leave my Arnold Schwarzenegger as Dr. Freeze? Yeah.
Wait, you can't.
All right, because I'm
Yeah,
jumping
you're somebody
now.
else. You're somebody else.
Oh, this is gonna tear me apart. When that's it. I'm done. I'm done because Joseph would do that. The sacrifices I make.
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh.
True.
Okay. So you almost hit the button, and then you realize, hey, that other hacker wouldn't leave Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
And as painful as it is, you jack out. Leave the hurts.
Jiro. That's a job well done. Everybody's welcome. I guess
We just started.
I get would I need to forge like identification for Elvira Pardon, or is that something somebody else handles?
No, so you've left the, well, so you've left the yeah, so you've left the name in there. You're eventually probably going to need an ID for Violet that reads Elvira Pardon.
All right. I guess I'll start working on that after I tell everybody that the mission was successful, classy, well done. Really, like if ESPN had a hacking top 10, I would have been all 10.
So creating a fake SIN is kind of an ordeal.
Is it easier to just go buy one?
It's way easier to go buy one.
Yeah.
Because there are people who that's all they do. That's their job, is to make SINs. You think you might be able to make one that will last like one scan. Just don't get caught. I mean, you're not planning to get caught anyway, right?
I mean, it better not be planning to get caught.
There's a lot of silence after that, and
The silence
I'm not
right
being
now is
Elvira
telling.
Pardon, so Violet, do you plan on getting caught?
I surely do not. But I'm willing to
There we
chip in
go.
for a fake SIN if we need to.
Okay. So you're gonna ping one of your contacts and get a fake SIN made.
Can I contact? I've got I still have some empty contact slots, but I do have Jeb Corsons, who was our airport security guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that could be someone potentially who might have connections to do that, or we can have the chat decide the name of my contact who does fake IDs.
Let's have the chat decide the name of your ID forger.
I like that. What's it gonna be? Come on, chat.
We need a name and a gender and a race for our ID person.
That doesn't
Amber's-
count, Amber.
Amber's trying to impact the chat.
Oh,
Come on, chat. I see all 24 of you in there. I'm sure some of those are bots, but
So, Bob, while we're waiting for
Yep.
some additional name suggestions to come in, how many points do I have that I can spend on this contact?
So I think you should have on your character sheet how many points you have left. If not, I might have it on your PDF sheet.
paper hanger.
So you have 27 contact points still left to be defined.
That's a lot of points, y'all.
So the influence of the contact will have to be either 2 or 3.
All right. Yeah.
I would say at least 2, and we'll say the limit of the rating sin that they can make is, we'll say, twice that.
Okay.
So 2 would get you sort of access to mid-grade sins. 3 would get you higher grade sins.
Let's go for 3.
Okay. You might ask for a higher grade sin later.
Exactly.
And then loyalty, how good a friend is this person?
Yeah, how good a friend is Jimmy Many Sins? For those who have just joined us, we're coming up with a name, a gender, and a race for my contact who is yet to be named, who does fake IDs. So y'all help us out.
All right, so we'll go with the first one who is not actually on the stream. So Mr. Vimes has given us the name Paper Hanger. An old term for someone who passes counterfeit paper money. Okay.
All right.
So that'll be the street name of your contact. And we can figure out everything else later. So we have a name, Paper Hanger, and you're going to call this person. How do you know this person? How good of friends are they?
Yeah, let's see. So
Basically, how many points are you looking to spend loyalty-wise?
let's go for 4 for loyalty.
Okay.
And we'll say that this is somebody that knows me from my my previous life.
Okay. So Paper Hanger picks up. Hello, Violet, you're going by now, right?
That's right, sweetie. I have a favor to ask you, and I know it's awful last minute. And I am hopeful that you can get me an ID with the name of Elvira Parton, who's a rookie for Lone Star. Now you don't have to know, you don't have to do the rookie for Lone Star part, but just some of them, if there's something.
The appropriate licenses and things.
Yeah.
How short notice is this?
How are we? Is today the day of the heist, or
Today's the day of the heist, yeah.
Yeah. So not too short. Today.
Okay.
I mean, a couple of
I can
hours.
go. We'll call it $4,000, and best to not be scanned too frequently.
Well, hopefully, it only gets used once or twice.
Okay. So don't try going into like one of the Lone Star headquarters with it.
Oh no, not at all.
Okay. I mean, I do good work, but on such short notice, not that good.
I completely understand, and I wouldn't have called if it wasn't an emergency. And Violet will send over. We'll call it 4,200.
Okay.
Because I know y'all do good work.
Give me an hour. and I'll see what I can put together.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Good to hear from you.
I will definitely be in touch again soon. We should grab a drink sometime.
Yeah. Are you still playing?
I am over at Areola 51.
Not familiar with the place.
I think you'd like it.
All right. Well, I'll get to work, and I'll get you the papers as soon as I can.
Thank you kindly.
All right. So we'll fast forward an hour unless people have things they really want to do. I think this is our second linchpin. I did say that I was going to have some preparatory business of my own. So we'll say it is just after sunrise, the day of the auction. You have. We'll say it's just before sunrise. It's sort of late night, 4 in the morning or so, the day of the auction, and Curie, one of your spirits pops.
I've been waiting for this. I'm gonna go ahead and head back down and leave my body and go see what's what.
So she slumps over again. You're almost getting used to it, Slick. If only because you've been in the Matrix enough that you haven't seen all the time she's done that.
I mean, just to do it in my car, not let me know that it's happening. I feel like there's supposed to be some kind of etiquette that's not happening. It is very rude.
So Curie, it is the one in the parking garage.
By the car?
Yep, by the car. And so you roll in astrally. The car's still there.
Good.
Why don't you go and make a sensing test for me?
Yeah, I knew that was coming. But my character sheet, I have to scroll down to like the very bottom. So it's like, all right.
Oh no, I have so much stuff I have to scroll all the way down.
Well, no, it's more on all the character sheets in the journal of Roll20. It's toward the bottom, so I have to go find her at the bottom.
That's right. All your character sheets are toward the not quite the bottom. There's a handout section with some rule stuff.
3 hits.
3 hits. Fully Roll20 compliant.
Yep.
All right. And so you sort of look around, and you see there's a residue of, and the signature you catch is from one of the dwarves, the Hans Thorson guy.
He was the guy with the cyber arm?
No, he was the, let's see, he is the guy who looks Essence 6, but completely uncybered, completely normal.
Hmm. Yeah.
And you get the sense from that signature, it's kind of that signature, but there's definitely some astral combat going on.
Astral combat?
Mm-hmm.
With the spirit?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I figured that was a mask. Well, he hasn't seen me yet, right?
Well, you don't see him. You see like the residue of the signature.
Oh, okay. And is my spirit gone now?
That spirit is gone. Yes.
I have summoned up.
Yeah, when you were sort of pressing Cam's button, cycling through your spirits, that spirit didn't even know what hit it.
So I think what I'm going to do then is call half of the spirits to me. And and have them check out inside the car.
Okay. So they sort of zip through the car and around. The car is empty.
Came out that.
It was actually a van. It was a Bulldog step van.
Yeah. I don't like it. And I got no sense because the spirit disappeared of where he would have gone.
Yeah, so that spirit was sort of hanging right by that van, and it popped.
The hotel lobby isn't warded, right?
So the building itself, the building itself is warded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was why you were stationing spirits outside the entrances.
That's right.
The garage is not warded because it's sort of open. There's an open airway to the elements.
I tell the spirits to spread out and search the garage.
Okay.
For that signature.
Yeah, so they spread out, and at one point, one of them off to one side pops.
Cool. Cool. So I'm going to send all of them over to that spot.
Okay.
And they're like all force 1. So I'm gonna except the only one that's not here is the one that I left in the little secret compartment where we got the fake book, the other book.
Yep.
So
that one is gone.
Oh, it's gone now. Okay.
Because you've had a sunrise and a sunset since.
Okay, that's fine. So
this is with the assumption that you've come back to the hotel and restationed spirits.
That's fine.
Once.
Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do then is send all of them to go and attack that astral signature at the same time in that location. Meanwhile, I'm feeling for when they pop because I'm going to summon as soon as I have enough spots. I'm going to summon let's summon a Force 6 first.
Okay, so go ahead and summon a Force 6.
All right. Now, do I have to do any mods for my summoning focus?
Yeah, you'll have to add a modifier of 4 for that. Actually, it should be a modifier of 1 because I think everything that does magic is already modified by 3.
Do spellcasters have a mana or something? Are you using all your things up before we even start our heist? Is what I'm asking, basically.
Mind your business.
You are my business. You're gonna get me killed.
Good.
We're really going to need to watch the vibes we allow into the van.
Oh, one more die, Bob, because it's only doing a +2. So, but it's fine. 6 hits.
All right.
Can I spend 2 edge to make one of those 5s a 4 or something?
You can spend. You can't do that, but you can spend edge to make me re-roll hits.
It's 2 edge per.
It's 1 edge per die.
Okay. Reroll 5 die.
Okay. And
Good.
I'm going to
Bob.
there we go. I'm going to re-roll my entire dice pool. Actually, I'm going to make you re-roll your hits. Your 6 hits.
Bob, I just spent 5 edge. That's costly enough.
I just spent 4 edge as well.
My man is just the clip on us.
All right, so this is
And thank you, Ava, for the continued chaos.
Ava. You and I are going to have a conversation.
This is chaos that she's been banking up.
Listen, from the person who pays you the money that you are now using to hurt us.
Hey. None of that. You can get even with Ava
3 hits.
by hopping on to Rem Alternus' Twitch channel on Monday nights and listen to Paranormal Albany and give gifts then. That's how you can do it.
Are you live?
Yeah.
I'm live.
Tom?
Yes, that was a PSA.
Okay.
Oh, good. That was the PSA. Good. Thank you for the PSA. Okay, so all right, so you still succeed. I probably should have re-rolled my own because I was looking for more drain, but that's okay. So soak 1 drain.
Okay.
And you have 2 services.
All right, 2 services on my Force 6 Water Spirit.
And it's at that point that you hear the ding of an elevator.
Yeah, I'm sure I do.
And then your spirits, your Force 1s report back that their target has disappeared beyond the ward.
Okay. That's fine. Then I'm going to tell my Force 1s to accident the tires of the car. They're not leaving the hotel in that car anyway.
All right.
Meanwhile, the Force 6, that actually went a lot better than I thought it was going to with him running away. So I send the remaining spirits back to their watchful positions.
It does, in fact, take all of them to do it.
It takes all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine.
Because they're only rolling 2 dice to do it.
That's fine. So I'd send them back to their watch positions and go back to my body. I'm not going to issue any commands to the Force 6 yet. But I will leave it at the hotel. Oh, wait, no, because that puts it out of range, doesn't it?
Yeah, that leaves it out of range.
And it'll come with me. All right. Okay. So back to my body. I'm gonna as I sit up, I'm gonna go, so they are attempting to leave the hotel, but we slashed their tires, and the mage that they have did retreat temporarily, but they're on their way. They will find a way to get to the museum. And I subvoke that to everyone.
All right. So we have done our preliminaries. That will bring us to the auction, which will begin after our break. And welcome back. We are now at the night of the auction. Finally. So the plan, as I understand it, is that. So I think we'll need Mr. Bell to do a stealth test, and I'll need Violet to do a con test.
What did the sin rating end up being?
It is a sin rating 2.
Okay.
It'll be enough to give you a point of edge on that contest.
I'm adding it to my list of sins just in case.
Just in case it survives the night.
Yeah. Thank you.
Here we go. I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay.
I'm going to attribute boost just to.
Sure.
So I'll roll that first.
Which as I recall, is 8 dice. And you're adding that to your agility score.
Yeah, whatever comes out, right? Wow, I think I forgot how to do this. It's been a while since I've had to. D6 is...
/ roll 8d6 greater than 5.
8. Six. Oh, I hit the advanced thing. 1, 2, 3 hits. Of course.
And 8 dice is not terrible. It's kind of it's average.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll your stealth test with a 3 dice modifier.
+3. Oops. One. I'll take it.
All right. And then Violet, your contest, please. Okay. So you guys, you, Violet, sort of sail through security. We'll see if, as part of that, I sort of ignored the uniform, but you sort of get the jacket and stuff, and you play it off like you're the rookie. This is your first time on the job. You're fresh out of the academy, whatever the Lone Star Academy looks like.
Every time she stops to have a conversation, I kind of step off to the side and just kind of wait awkwardly, kind of recording everybody's faces. Okay. The second she has to move, I'm literally like following her step and like walking right flush behind her, like
synchronized in step.
Yeah. You can feel my breath.
That's how I know it's done, because I step on everybody's heels when I'm walking behind them.
So you sort of get into place. And were you given the other book? Because you were planning to switch it, right?
Yeah, I assume I would have grabbed that.
Okay.
Probably like in my unconscious lap, so she can.
You didn't think about that,
huh? I'll leave a little note.
But I'll take that, right? Because I'm gonna be the one who goes into the room and does the dirty work, right?
So you guys all need to do that. So you'll need to do that first, because you recall the book is the first item on the auction.
Yeah. So I'll take the book, and I'll put that inside of my the holster for my rifle. I'll leave the rifle in the car. I'll put it in the holster for the rifle because the holster is also stealth. Also has a cloak on it.
And I'll take the rolls that you've already done, so that's fine. So you roll in and you pull the switcheroo.
Oh, we get all the way in like that? Cool.
Yeah, I don't see you need to make you re-roll like 15 times to get there.
Oh, okay.
This will be for that whole scene. So then, are you departing the premises, or are you waiting to see what happens?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
What else is in this room?
So in this room, so you guys are in. So if you go to the map, you're in this smaller room that's adjacent to the Gothic cloister.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a couple of other people there. So you had to do this sort of. You wait for the guy to turn his back. There's clearly somebody there who's dressed in tux, who's going to be the auctioneer. There's a person sort of at the door, looking out into the cloister itself. And you sort of wait for them to turn, and you swap.
So everyone's present?
Everyone is present.
I mean, sorry. All the items are present.
So all three of the smaller items are present. So you do see the Nanama book, you see the Omni, and you see Vedo, the miniature painting. And out here, in the same place you guys saw it before, is the big alabaster statue.
And above us, is it a completely closed room?
Yeah, so this room is closed. There are the two doors here. Remember, those two doors are they're like half doors with window and drapes. At this point, the drapes are drawn. They're closed.
Okay.
But yeah, this room does not have a skylight.
I'm just going to stay in the room in the corner in a shadow. I wouldn't have had Violet wait for me. Obviously, she has to go on her way, right?
She has to be a Lone Star officer.
So I'm just going to stay in the room, arms folded behind my back in the corner, like in the shadows.
And they kind of station you, Violet, out here. When you rolled in for the evening shift and they sort of split out duties, this is the one they assigned you. So we'll say that was kind of lucky, you think. And you start to see, so Mr. Bell, because this door here is open to the Gothic cloister, you do see as Nova comes in. So Nova presumably has signed up for the auction under one of her sins.
Yep. I'm going as Pam Oler.
Okay. And you are not in your Stuffer Shack best.
No, Violet, can I borrow a dress?
Oh,
So there's a flashback.
anything
we see in flashback.
I borrowed a dress from Violet and talked her into letting her do my makeup.
Okay.
What's my number?
What would you like your number to be?
Oh my god. 131.
131 it is.
Okay. Cool. I'll write that down.
I have not gone to the extent of assigning numbers. If it comes up, I can do that, but I won't right now. You do see, as you walk into the Gothic cloister, you do see all of the suspects you've expected. So you see Lily Fedros, who is the deputy ambassador from Tier 10 Gear.
Yep. That's a face.
Yep. You see David Hernandez, senior consultant from Federated Boeing.
Another face.
Charles Fortham, attorney and partner at Byron Richardson and Fortham Legal Associates. You see you don't see her. So Janet Rhaegar is suspiciously absent.
Okay.
But you do see a new face.
But I mean, technically, any of the faces that I haven't already seen are new faces to me. So
The ones that I had just shown you, you'd seen before.
except for
Except for
person.
Leluye Brighthawk.
Yeah, but I assume there's like other people besides just.
Yeah, there are a few other people sort of milling about. people who we'll say are extras in this scene.
This one person got a photo. She'll be important later.
Yeah.
Yes, the ones I have just shown you are not extras.
Amazing. Well, I'm scared of her already, so I'm gonna go sit next to, if it's possible, I'll go sit next to David Hernandez.
Okay. Gives you a nod and then goes back to sort of lead them through his AR program.
You don't mind if I sit here, do you?
No, not at all.
This is my first time at one of these things.
Usually a pretty stuffy affair.
Yeah, it seems like it. Never been to anything like this before. I'm hoping to make a career out of this.
Professional bidder or
Yeah.
professional buyer?
Professional, like either. I don't know. Like I'm fresh new bean, out of the real world. Like I don't know. I'm excited. I heard the cheapest thing is first. I don't have like much in funds, so like probably like the first 3 items are going to be affordable for me, right?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, Vado is. I'm not here for that one. So go ahead and make a we'll call it a judge intentions test.
Okay.
And
Classic 3.
Classic 3. Classic 130 for dice pool. And a contest, please.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Can I use a NERP?
You may.
Oh, thank God.
NERP grants you 3 dice. I almost said a 3 dice penalty, but no, that's not it.
Good
Oof.
thing I used it. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, because that would have been a 1 after that.
Yeah.
That would have been a glitch if you hadn't rolled 3 extra dice.
Well, look at that. Who'd have thought?
So he doesn't pay too much. He doesn't seem to see through you. You think you chose the right tack to play it up as the noob here. And he sort of lets slip. He's not here for Vado. It's beyond what he's willing to pay as well. He's not that interested in it. He says, sort of in the conversation, I think, and he sort of nods toward Lily Feedrose, the deputy ambassador from Tirtangir. Says, I think she's probably the type that might want that.
She seems really fancy.
I'm here for sci-fi relics. I want the Omni. You're not bidding on that, are you?
Hold on. Let me look it up and see what that is. Can I look it up right in front of him to see what it is? Which one is that one?
There it is.
Oh, that looks really cool. Nah, that's like later in the program, though, isn't it?
It is the second one on the list.
Oh, I mean, if you want it, I won't get it. I won't go for it.
All right, playing it close. I see. All right, I get that.
Well, I mean, you seem pretty cool. I'm just trying to learn, and if you got tips to share with me, the least I could do is just not bid on the thing that you want. I'm here for fun, man.
All right. So with that, the auctioneer comes out, and the guy behind the other guy is sort of bringing out. The first thing he brings out is the book, and sets it on the pedestal. And the auctioneer says, "Here we have the Lanama book, Icelandic manuscript, circa late 12th century, leather-bound vellum. The bidding will start at 53,000 new yen."
I lean over to David. That's cheap, right?
That's not a bad price. And you see, okay, so we have an actual number. Very nice. You know what? Take an edge for that.
All right.
I like props. So 53, and then 54, and Leluye Brighthawk raises her number.
I send a clip image of that over to Slick.
All right. Slick, by the way, this person was not on the original registered list.
Ooh, they're not on the list.
They're not on the list that you downloaded 2 days ago.
Can I try and get an updated list to see if maybe
You can try hacking in again.
Yeah, I'm about to get in there. All right, whatever.
So we have 54, 55. How about 55? We have 55 out of 131. So let's go ahead with Slick. We'll have you go and roll a cracking plus logic because you're trying to get into the system.
All right, so it's cracking and logic. Here you go. Yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to find it. 4, and I get an edge.
And you get an edge.
Yeah.
And that's a failure so far.
What the? I have 2 edge without the one that I just got. I want to have you re-roll 2 of those successes.
Okay.
Come on.
Nice.
So 4 versus 3.
I can't keep doing this, Lord.
Are you going for admin access again?
Yeah.
All right. So your Overwatch score is 3. So we had 55, 56, and Brighthawk raises her paddle again. We have 56. How about 57? 57? 57 back there, 131. 58. And Brighthawk. So you go back and forth a little bit. So I'll ask you to make a matrix perception test. Slick.
Okay. Yep. So that's gonna be sleaze, I guess.
So matrix perception should be just computer plus intuition.
Oh, okay, cool.
And while I'm in this bidding war, I'm going to actively lean over to David and make it obvious I'm asking for advice.
Okay. So we'll get back to that in a moment. Slick, you see not only is the patrol ice hanging around, the spider is here as well.
Oh, this dude.
The narc, as you called him, who has not been here before, but he is on duty tonight. So David leans back over to you and says, "It always goes like this a little bit. There's a little bit. People are willing to pay a little bit more. We'll see where she drops out. I think she'll drop out around 75." So the bidding goes up to 60.
What does the crowd? How's the crowd look? Are they starting to get into this?
Yeah. So you do see, by the way, a couple of the extras do bid.
As it kind of heats up, that's when I want to start making my exit out of the back, as people are starting to get a little bit more involved in the bidding.
Okay.
And on my way out, I'd like to brush up against that statue and stick a tag underneath the bottom side of it.
So you're sneaking out through the auction area
In front of everybody, yeah.
All right. Now I will ask you to roll another stealth test.
Okay. Is my ability boost still active, or has that run out?
Technically it has, but I'll let you just
do one last one.
Take the other 3 dice again instead of having to re-roll it again. So just roll your stealth with a +3 modifier.
Okay.
I will ask you to make 2 drain tests after this, though.
Okay. I don't know what that is. It'll be my first time, or maybe my second time, but you have to walk me through it.
Okay. So go ahead and do your stealth test first.
Yes.
All right. So for Drain, you're going to roll body plus willpower.
Okay. Is that already something on the character sheet?
It should be.
Oh,
There should be a section under magic for Drain.
Yeah. And what do I want to roll low, or what am I supposed to do?
You want
What
to
does this
roll.
do?
You want to roll at least 2 hits.
Oh, high. Trying to roll
Yeah,
high.
it's like you're rolling any other test.
3. Oh, 2. Sweet.
2 is enough. One more time.
Yikes. Come on, 3. Yeah, 4. Nice.
Okay, very good.
If you ask for 3, it doesn't want to give you what you want.
At this point, so yeah, you brush up against the statue and place your stealth tag.
Yeah, on the underside, like, does it have clothes? Or is it just like a formless?
So it is dressed in a robe sort of thing. Here's the picture.
Oh, okay.
The sort of mantle sort of thing, and below is all some sort of cloth.
So as low as, even if I have to like get down real quick, just kind of under, low,
like under fold of the clothes. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'll saunter straight out the front door.
So as you do that, go ahead and make a perception test.
Okay. Oh, that's creepy. That you would ask me to do that at this point. Okay. 2, of course. I have edge. Do I really?
Do it.
I don't know if I care if someone sees me now.
This is to see what you're seeing. It's a perception test.
Oh. I'll roll. Oh, no, I want the 5 edge that I have. Nah, I'll be oblivious to whatever that is.
The choices we have to make.
No.
I'm not going to spend any edge.
Shame.
All right.
So whatever that is just passes, huh?
Whatever that is, it just happens.
Okay, and then I walk right out the door.
Actually, I will let Nova make a perception test, but the threshold will be significantly higher.
Cool. I'm using NERP.
Okay. Because you have other things going on.
5.
5. All right. So with 5 hits, you actually see Mr. Bell. I mean, you see the sort of shimmer that you've come to recognize as Mr. Bell's pixelated, invisible form. And as he passes the statue, the head shifts slightly.
Nope.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I clip it. I clip that little video clip and I send it to Mr. Bell.
Okay.
With my eyeballs, which causes me to not bid on the next number.
Okay.
So do I get out of the room?
You get out of the room.
So all the way out, straight down the steps out to the front door, all the way into safety. And when I get out there, I say to Nova, "You can back off, dear. I have the manuscript." And then I go to the van.
Okay.
Text reply. That statue moved, man.
Oh.
Sends video evidence.
And so Slick, what are you doing? You now know that there is your opposite number inside the host tonight.
Yeah, was I able to get the updated list?
So you're going for it?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and make a we'll call this it's effectively edit file. It's a electronics plus logic.
Okie dokie. 4 with another edge. Which I,
Yep, you gain another edge for that. Oh,
There.
look at
That's
that.
what's up.
A whole lot of 2s and 3s on that.
Yeah. Yeah, there are.
All right. There's a whole lot of 3s, actually.
Telling you, man, that's our group name.
So you gain access to the file, and you get the sense that spider is looking for something.
It is. Did I see this David guy or whatever the guy's name was? Why did you roll that? I like that.
Willpower plus sleaze test, please.
Oh, this guy. Sleaze plus willpower.
You have gone undetected so far.
Wow.
Yo, Spider, I'm trying to do something.
When you have gone undetected, don't shout at it.
I don't tell you how to fake in my bed. You don't tell me how to yell at spiders in the
You
bed.
tell me constantly not to fake in your
You're
bed.
not conscious to hear it. And if you have been this whole time, that means you've been lying. You just pretending not to hear me, which is rude. I knew something was off with you. I'm so sorry. Do I see this guy on the list?
So you see everybody who is there is on the list.
Okay.
So what you do see is you get as you look down the list, you get it's a log of when they registered.
Mm-hmm.
2 people registered this morning. That was Pam Oler, is it?
Yep.
And Lilia Brighthawk.
All right. Well, I'm signing off, and I'm deleting all my cookies and my browser history. Not that there's anything to hide. It's just safety protocol. Don't question it.
And again, he avoids leaving the GIF.
Listen, I know I'm being responsible. There's a spider. It hurts. I'm gonna email it to somebody randomly on that list. It'll make me feel better.
We'll go talk to somebody later, and you can leave it for that.
All right.
And real quick, Mr. Bell is in the van now, so I think Slick is gonna take off his gear and go. Did you get the painting?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. So at this point, so back at the auction, so some of the extras bid. Next time you look back, Nova, from the statue whose head is turned, and it looks like it was looking straight at Mr. Bell as he walked out.
Ooh. I clipped that also and sent it to Mr. Bell.
Yeah, so that's part of the clip that you sent.
Yeah.
And as you look back, sold to, and he names off Lilia Brighthawk's paddle number for 75,000.
Dang, I got distracted.
Our next item up for bid. Omni device prop from the Voyagers television show, 1982, screen used. And so they bring out this little, it's a case with that Omni prop in it, and there's a certificate under it that says it's been screen used. The bidding will begin at 67,000 new yen. And David is the first to raise his hand.
I nudge him a little bit. Look at you go, man. I'm rooting
So
for you.
some of the extras go. He raises his hand again at 72. Brighthawk raises her hand for 75. He finally bids 80. And unless you bid,
Nope.
the room goes silent.
I don't do anything. I want my dude to win.
Sold for 80,000 new yen.
Look at you. You won, David.
He gives that arm pump. Yes.
That's so cool, dude. Arm
Awesome.
pads.
Our next.
And I hang out for the rest of the thing to see who's winning what.
So the next item up for bid, and the auctioneer doesn't. Nobody's carrying this statue out. The auctioneer just sort of gestures to the statue and says, "Alabaster statue with luminescent glyphs and eyes, missing left hand, unknown origin and provenance. Opening bid 275,000 new yen."
So as this is happening, I say to Slick, "I'll tell you what. Find out who purchases the statue that's up for bid right now, and give me as much information as you can on it, and I'll track down that painting for you."
I can track down the painting myself. The problem I have is taking it from where it is to where it should be.
Sorry, I misspoke. I'll get it for you.
Oh, you should have just said as much. Okay, cool. All I got to do is just. I'm going back into the Matrix.
All right, so before you do that, Charles Fortham, the attorney, raises his hand, 350,000, and the head of the statue turns toward him, and its mouth opens and it says, "I am not for sale."
I lean over to David. Dude, that thing's ugly and it talks.
I'm going to see you later. I'm going to collect my winning and get out of here.
You're gonna leave me with this talking statue? Can I come with you? What the heck?
Sure.
Cool. And I bail out with David.
Okay.
Whoa.
The extras beat you all out as the front doors get rushed. A couple of people rush by and toward the back door in this panic that ensues.
Really? Everybody leaves the room?
All the extras are gone. Hernandez is gone. Nova is gone. And you hear, Violet, over your Lone Star comm, the statue's going nuts. What the frag? What do you do, Violet?
Well, they didn't train me for this in the academy. I guess we best go take a look. They didn't talk about no talking statues.
Okay, so you when you look back in, because you're in the back room, the last of the extras who sort of slipped by you have slipped out. Most of the extras are fleeing through the main entrance to this room. And as you turn and look through, there are a couple of your comrades who are just getting knocked around by this, whatever this thing is, by this statue that is fully mobile and moving way faster. Well, it's moving. It's moving at like Mr. Bell and Nova speeds.
Ooh.
I'd like to start crowd killing the crowd and like
killing.
No, like hardcore at a concert, just knocking people out left and right to get through with my arms.
All right. So by now that has spilled out into this room 220. So you're sort of knocking people out.
When I realize that happens, because we're all connected, right? Like visually, we are,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm sharing stuff.
It's like you hear the door. Well, Kiri's in the car too. Everybody hears the door slide open, and I disappear.
Okay. So that door opens, and it does that. You've seen this before through the cameras. This sort of pixelated thing where he sort of disappears as he's going through the door.
And I leave the book behind, obviously, so I'm not an idiot. I just want to get a look and watch. I watch from the doorway. I don't want to go in. I just want to take a look in the doorway and watch. And as I do, I'm going to give a call to the concierge. Who's Would you take a look at this, madam? And I send her everything that I see as I'm watching this statue wreck everybody.
What am I seeing?
It appears that the missing portion of the hand is sentient. It's killing everyone. It's glorious, actually.
I love that.
Bob, can I use I'd like to do a minor and a major action.
Sure.
Minor action being empathic sense.
Okay.
Which is my weaker form of a sensing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to take a look at the statue since Curie's not there to look at it or tell me it's a bad idea to look at it. Whichever one comes first.
All right, so it's a minor action, so that's a intuition plus it's a perception test, and you do gain an edge for that. So it is definitely alive. It is. It's still kind of hurting from, it's missing a hand, and it is definitely angry.
And I assume it's awakened. Can I tell? My options are awakened, mundane, technomancer, or monad. And I assume it's not a monad.
Let's see. With 6 hits, it is definitely awakened.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's all you get as far as that's concerned. You don't get like ratings and stuff.
No. I just get health healing and whether it does magic.
There is you can sense there's quite a bit of magic involved, but it seems that it's relatively adept at masking its aura.
So I will send that information to Curie for whenever she wakes up to receive it. And then I'd like to use commanding voice to continue to clear the room.
I'm going to try to talk to it.
Not
hey, you settle down.
Bad statue.
Yeah.
So no need to roll that. You're sort of clearing the room. I'll give you the point of edge for that. And so we'll say at this point, this is when so Curie will wake up and get that message. Just about the time that I think was Slick about to log back in.
You know it. You know that's what's about to happen.
All right.
So yeah, I'm logging in. I was supposed to see who's buying the statue, right? That's what I'm looking up.
You were supposed to, yeah, but
I think that
not a thing anymore. Yeah.
So
so as you get ready to log in, you don't even log in. You do sense alarms have gone off.
That's cool because
and you sense increased traffic calling in reinforcements from Lone Star.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast all my. As soon as I see Violet's message, Drek, and I'm gonna start casting my increased reflexes, my armor as I get out of the card. Oh wait, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, because it's warded.
It is warded. I was about to remind you that.
And when I walk through the ward, does it sever the connection with my spirit?
No.
Okay. I'll tell it to wait, and then
the spirit can't go through it while it's there. It has to. It can basically, once you go through, it can go. It has shortcuts through its meta plane to come back.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool.
But you would have to go through to say, "Hey, come to me."
Yeah. All right.
Quick question. Since I'm in the security system anyway, is there any way I can see if the statue can be hacked?
So you're not in yet.
Okay.
I'll ask you to. You know what? You're able to get in. I won't even make you roll that, and I'll give you the point of edge for analytical mind.
Okay.
You're able to get in, and it looks like the security is kind of occupied. So yeah,
Okay.
you definitely see the statue on cameras.
I was trying to see from there. Is there any way to see if this thing can be remotely
Go and make a matrix perception test.
screwed with? All right. Yes. Let's see. I believe that's cracking in logic.
Yeah. Electronics plus intuition, matrix perception.
Okay. Oh, plus intuition. All right. Yeah. 3.
The only matrix signature that you see on the statue is there is a stealth tag attached to it.
I'm gonna guess that's
So,
something.
Not very stealth.
Okay. Yeah. So there's no way for me to help from here. So I'm just gonna let everybody know. Hey, Mr. Bell, I went in to do what you said, but then everything flipped upside down. So there's nothing I can do. And also that statue thing only has one matrix signature, and it's a stealth tag.
That's curious.
So you guys are on your own.
So that's interesting because you don't know whose stealth tag that is. Presumably, it's the. I mean, you would expect maybe it's the museum's.
Hey, that seems to be the problem with somebody who's going to be in physical contact with the statue. That's not me. So best of luck to everybody else.
That is not your problem. Very good.
Hey, Slick.
Yeah.
Is there any way for you to get a recording of how this ends if we happen to leave the location?
You guys are asking for a lot. Yeah, I can do that.
Also, can you ping us the emergency exits?
Yes.
Oh my God, Nova.
I say to you as I punch another extra in the face and say, David, follow me.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to rescue my friend.
Can I send the emergency exits? Because that's something that Lone Star would have.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you see is so there's the main two exits that you're familiar with, and then the posted as emergency exits are the two side exits that Mr. Bell found earlier. The ones that don't have mechanisms from the outside.
Okay.
So that involves you going down the stairs to. I mean, it's actually closer for you to just go out the main entrance here to the parking lot.
Oh, okay. But everyone's rushing that way, right?
Yeah, everybody's rushing that way.
As I'm walking toward the building, or running toward the building, do you guys need backup, or are you on your way out already?
I say we leave.
I'm here until I'm not. I don't know when I'm going to be able to slip out, given my current situation.
Violet, tell him you quit and run.
But friends,
And,
such a great team to work with.
Do you need help, Violet?
I'm all right for now. I don't know if you want to come in and take a peek at this here statue.
Not particularly, but I'll stand close by in case you need backup.
Well, I appreciate it.
So you definitely hear over Violet's comms. You hear some screaming, and you hear this sort of deep, slow voice that basically is saying, "Leave me alone. Let me go."
And you said
So-
more Lone Star was coming?
That, I assume, is what Slick says. You definitely hear alarms, by the way. And yeah, so you have the Lone Star chatter, so you do have... you do catch that somebody hit the panic button.
Is the door to the back still open?
This door here,
Yeah, to where all the stuff was.
it is, it's probably still open in all the ruckus.
Can 5 Edge get me that painting safely?
Sure.
5 Edge, I get the painting.
Because I was about to give you however many more you needed.
In all the chaos, 5 Edge, I get the painting.
For 5 Edge, you're able to get the painting and get out.
Okay.
I've never been so happy.
All right, I go to the van. Hopefully, everybody's like starting to collect, so we can leave.
No, at this point, when you get to the van, it's just you and Slick in the van.
Oh. Well,
Not even
Is that what
Curie
I-
here.
Is that what I think it is?
but
How much longer is it going to take me to get me and David out of there?
So you sort of go down. You go down the stairs to the bottom level, and so you get out the side entrance. We'll say over here.
Okay.
At about the time Curie rolls up to the building. Is Curie still going in? You do hear sirens in the distance, by the way.
No, I said I was going to wait close by in case Violet needed backup.
Okay.
So I'm waiting outside at this point until she's out.
All right.
Or until she calls that she needs help.
It's not our job to fight the statue.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and start working my way towards the front, working it as crowd control to get the last of the stragglers out.
Okay. So in fact, most of the crowd is going toward that main entrance as they exit the Gothic cloister, going through like 220, 222. The statue is behind you guys. It doesn't appear that it's actively attacking you, because you are guiding people out and not engaging it, unlike a couple of your comrades who are laying on the floor. And as you sort of round the corner, the statue sort of goes up to this wall, and you see it with its good hand sort of reach back and punch, and you see cracks splinter across the stone. And then you hear, again, it draws back its fist, and you hear this low moan that it issues that almost reverberates your eardrums. And it hits it again, and more cracks go. And it hits it a third time with that low groan again. And enough of a hole forms that after a couple more of your comrades try to shoot it, it throws random things at them and knocks them out. And it punches and crawls through the wall. And off into
into the sunset.
off into the night, unless you guys do something.
Our new statue friend does not care for doors and makes his own.
Not our problem.
On tonight's news, statue flees the highway, going south.
Violet, are you out? Let's go.
I'm just about on my way.
Before the girls join, I'll hand Slick the painting. Look, just get me all the information you can on this statue and the events today. Put it in a nice little package that I can deliver, and we'll call it even.
Done and done, my man. You got a ride for life. I like you, and your suit's so crisp.
As you're talking, job being done, you watch as my expression snaps back into like that creepy smile, and my voice changes again. And it's been a pleasure.
As you then realize that you and he are alone in your van.
Did I say a ride for life? I meant like maybe 3 a year. Just fundamentals, nothing personal. All right, where's everybody? We got to get ready to start scooping people up.
So we'll say, Violet, you are able to. So you escape. You exit the scene with all the extras and all the people who are leaving. And the Lone Star cops who are arriving don't really give you a second look because they figure you're part of the helping the escaping people. So you're able to then make your escape. Nova, you and David slip out the side exit. It is posted as an emergency exit, but it's also you see there's a control there that's it's not meant just as an emergency exit. It's basically employees would come in there.
Cool.
And they would trigger that through the matrix through the security system.
Okay. Well.
Oh wow! Thanks for getting me out of there.
Yeah. I reach forward to shake his hand and I say, David, this is really nice. Let's not do something like this again. But I am looking for odd jobs, so if you ever need somebody, you can call me. And I ping him my information.
Okay. And he does the same. He pings you comm code.
Okay, bye. And then I run.
So you slip off into the night.
Yeah.
We'll say you have gained him as a contact. So with that, as our runners slip off into the night, we have reached the 10 o'clock hour. And welcome back. So we pick up with our runners escaping the scene that is unfolded at the museum, the poor museum. As the alabaster statue has wandered off into the night, so do the runners in Slick's van. Where to?
So there's this donut shop that I like to hang out at. So I'm gonna get some donuts to celebrate this huge victory. Also, I'd imagine I was given a spot to go to collect my reward for all the hard work that I did.
You're muted, Curie.
Oh, I thought she was RPing.
How about we deliver the artifact first, the manuscript?
First.
Did you look up and you're already in the drive-through window? the box is being shoved through.
I pointedly look at Violet with utter displeasure in my eyes. Still
Who's holding this box? Because I can't hold the box and drive.
Still no word from the spirits, right?
The spirits left at the hotel? No.
Okay.
I hold the box for Slick.
I'm not calling them off, though, until we deliver the manuscript, so.
Okay.
So, are we supposed to call this person? What was the plan?
I was just going to show up, but I'll text her, I guess, now that you've said it.
It is by now. By now it's probably 2100.
I text her and say, meet at your office.
Sure. Come on by.
Nova, do you have the information on who was bidding on the manuscript?
Yeah, I snapped images and sent them to Slick during the whole thing.
There isn't any tracker on this, is there? Stealth tag, I think you said.
No, that was on the statue.
Did you check this?
Nope.
I flip through the book and look around it. There's no tag on it.
Go make a perception test.
Okay.
If y'all brought back some tag stuff in my car, I'm going to lose my mind.
You
I would have expected my Decker to search the item first.
Excuse me, I'm functioning as the driver right now. The driver doesn't check a goddamn thing.
No, but you do not see a tag on it.
Yeah, I take the book, I open it like this and shake it and rub my hands over everything. There's nothing.
It's an
It's clear.
artifact. Can you show some respect?
So, Curie, you hear an uncomfortable amount of crinkling in the pages.
Look, how am I supposed to...
As you realize Nova is not an academic.
No, she isn't.
I shut it and toss it to you. It seems to be fine. It made it this many years.
All right, I'm pulling over. I would like to check the book because now they got me worried. And I can't enjoy donuts when I'm like this.
I physically looked for a tag.
Well, it's not that I don't trust you, Nova. It's that, to be honest, this one is bumming me out.
I feel you. I'm just going to go ahead and eat
paying
this
you.
donut.
So why don't you shut it and do your job?
You're not paying me. Somebody else is paying me. Right? Or are you paying me? I would have been
I'm
way
paying
nicer.
you.
I'm too good at sleep watching this chaos happen.
Why didn't you say so? I would love to help. Okay, let's go ahead and just see if there's anything.
Go make a matrix perception test.
Okay.
And a contest.
I'm assuming that's electronics and
Intuition.
Intuition, yeah. 6 successes.
Wow.
And another edge. Yeah.
So this is not a logic test, though, so you don't get a...
Never mind, then. I'm back to 3.
So you're pretty sure you don't see any matrix signals coming from it?
You know what? Why?
And you take a look, and you don't see any tags or anything?
I'm going to also take a look at my painting.
Okay.
And I want you to know, if you put a tag on my painting, I'm never going to forgive you.
It's going to reach through the screen at me.
It was the one thing, man. What? Okay, no, but I'll.
So do I make make another electronics intuition test? You know what? Oh, that's interesting.
No, it's not. We can ignore that. That didn't happen. Roll against gaslighting.
Ooh.
I'll give you 2 of my I'll do 2 edge to give him 1 edge, if that helps you at all, Slick.
I have 3 edges as it is, so
if I give you 1 more, then you'll have 4 edges.
You can reroll all your failures.
Yeah, let's do that, because that.
So just reroll the roll.
There you go.
There it is. Be back.
Okay.
I think I dropped the donut, and that's what messed it up the first time. We'll be back.
On my deck.
Oh,
And Nova saved the donut.
oh, you're a real one. I love everybody, even especially the person that's paying me.
Can I just go into Astral? Because I don't want to be here.
So she goes, again,
Every time with it.
you do not sense any tags on your painting now.
Okay.
Why would they
And
tag the statue and nothing else?
That is pretty weird, and I don't. Is there? There's no chance like one of them got tagged in all the hoofla, right? I don't need to worry about that.
One
One of my party members.
One of us.
you can certainly scan them.
The rest of this episode will be called Slick's Paranoia.
No, we're good. We're good. I'll let it go. If you cost me my car, I'm gonna lose my mind.
So at this point, you pull up to the university.
All right, I'm like, I come back to my body and I am like scrambling out of this car with the manuscript.
Okay. Is anyone else going in?
Yeah, this is where the money transfer happened, so I will be going.
All right. So is everybody going at this point?
I don't need to.
Maybe we should all go and some of us keep watch just in case something's trailing us with this here book.
Okay. I'll be out here protecting the van and looking for any weird people coming up.
Yeah, in case someone destroys the van. That's a great idea, Nova.
If anything happens to this van, I could be in Quebec and I would know about it. So that's fine.
What?
Listen, I love money. You're not about to swindle me, and you've got the look of somebody that's trying to swindle me.
Oh my god, I just don't want you to walk into this building with me.
Welcome to Shadowrun, ladies and gentlemen.
I want my money.
I go invisible.
Oh, dude.
And I turn off my link.
Go ahead and roll it.
All right. I just want to get away from this guy so bad.
He's just gonna stick with everyone else, and then they're following you. So you got him.
You're waiting in the car, so I'm fine with him staying with you.
No, he's staying with like Violet, and then they're going with you in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, apparently I'm just ditching you. So
There's no way I can stop the comlink from turning off. Is there?
No, it could be powered down.
Okay.
I just look out the window. I see everyone but Curie standing outside, going, "Well, when are we going?"
Well, you're going Violet, right?
Yeah.
How are
I'm
you
trying to figure
keeping
out-
track
I'm trying
of
to figure out what I would do.
All right, so it is an illusion spell, so oh yeah, it just gives you the improved invisible status.
mm-hmm.
So you guys could all roll perception tests.
Okay. Let's see.
Violet, that does give you an edge, Violet.
I think I'm with the van because I'll take Violet's. I think I'll take Violet's suggestion to watch the van as an order. So I'll just stand in front of the door.
Okay.
If I can't follow, I'll just stick with the van.
Yeah, so nobody at this point sees Curie, who does something almost shockingly like Mr. Bell. Turns invisible.
Your friend's trying to screw me. I can feel it. He's just pointing to the rest of them.
I'm just gonna head inside and finish the meat. Like once this is dumped, I can drop my spirits at the hotel and wrap this up.
So you go up, and the door is closed. That outer door is closed, but you do see sort of light beyond it. And you try the door, and it's unlocked.
Okay, I go in.
And you hear Dr. Winters beyond say, do come in.
I already was. Oh.
Okay. Have a seat, if you'd like.
I've got people waiting, and they're going to get antsier and antsier if I don't get back out there. So this is what you needed, and we have the information on who bid, who is interested. By the way, a bunch of dwarves were interested.
And she's sort of flipping through as she sort of looks up. What kind of do you recognize? Can you describe them?
I describe them physically as far as I've seen them, and astrally. I describe their auras. And actually, what I'll do, because I'll cast Mind Link with her, and because that way I can actually show her images, and I can show her what they look like and the auras.
And Mind Link is a manipulation spell. I think. Oh no, it's a detection spell.
Detection, yeah.
What is in the main book?
2 points of stun, but honestly, at this point, I'm exhausted from all the summoning and listening to Slick, so it's fine.
Okay, so you have this communication where you bring forth the images of the people, and as you bring forth each of the other dwarves, you sense that she sort of takes note of each of them, and then as you get to
Redstone's X.
As you get to the X, Janet Rhaegar, her eyes narrow and she says, "She was warned to stay out of my affairs."
Yeah, this Slitch gets in the way a lot, doesn't she?
If you should find her, let me know.
As far as my spirits are aware, she has not left the hotel at this address, and I'll write it down.
Oh. Come back in a few days. If this pans out, I may have something else for you.
You got it. Anything else?
So she, at this point, she's sort of looking at, and you get the sense. So the mind link is done, and she's sort of. It looks like she's reading, sort of speed reading one of the chapters in the book. She says, "Yes, good." And I assume you named off like the people who had bid and so forth on the on the fake book. Did you tell her about the fake book?
Yeah, I'll fill her in on everything and say that yeah. Because especially since these guys were interfering, I'll explain how she was interfering. So they had a decoy book, which is how we knew that they were after this. So we got the decoy book, swapped it, and here we are.
You had a chance to read it.
No, we came straight to you just in case they wanted to intercept us. I wanted to make sure it was delivered.
And she closes it, sort of tucks it under her arm. Job well done. Thank you.
See you in a few days.
Have a pleasant evening.
I'll head back out to the van. Is everyone in the van or outside the van?
I'm definitely standing in front of the door with my arms folded behind my back.
I have the door open. I'm sitting on like the edge of it or whatever, and like eating donuts.
Slick is on the outside with his hands open, waiting.
I'm wherever you went invisible. I just sort of stopped there. Figured you'd
Then-
come back by.
Yeah, I'll go up to Violet first then. And I'll turn my comm link back on and drop my invisibility, and I'm gonna take the cred stick that had the auction money on it, and divvy it up onto the other cred sticks, and then just put that pile in Violet's hand without my cut, and just look at Violet and go, I need to lie down, and start walking away.
And as you're dropping your visibility spell, you realize you had it up the entire time during the entire conversation.
Yeah.
And you may have expected her to be unfazed.
Yeah, she would know.
So the money has been split up. We have completed the charity auction with perhaps a few loose ends out into the night for later on. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, the players, for making this fun. Thank you to Tom for keeping us on the rails. And we'll see you. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Be back next week for Tales from Remulturnus, we'll call it.
Awesome. All right.
Bye-bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everyone. Bye.